Guys, call each other. Let's tag. Let's share a link, guys, then we can start talking. Let's share and then we can start talking. Let's talk. Let's share, guys. Let's call everybody, tag somebody, then we can start talking. Exactly, bro. Sesingena ngayo nalezi sisefike emhlabeni. Asibizaneni, guys. Let's call each other. Let's tag. Let's share the live. Let's share the live. Then we can start talking, guys. Let's share. Let's share. Let's share. It only makes sense when we are a big number. When we are a big number, let's call each other, guys, and then we can start talking. Hello, Netai Shonai. How are you? How are you? I love Mama Jaivana. Nyamthanda kabi. Seriously, you can't hear anything, Netai. Guys, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Gazwagala, can you hear me? Is it loud and clear? Somebody's saying the network is bad. Can you hear me, guys? Can you hear me? If you can't hear me, then I guess we'll have to end the live because it won't serve any purpose. Can you hear me, guys? Neta is saying she can't hear anything. Chatindo Poshia, hi. Lindani, hello. Rosemary, hi, good afternoon. Mimi Do, Mimi Jones Molo, afternoon, dear Messi, good afternoon. Bushet Dube, I'm good. How are you? Guys, can you hear me clearly? If you can't hear me, then I'll have to just cut the live and then we see what we can do. Maybe we can do it next time. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, you know how we confirm. Suddenly faga my love lama like so I can see that we are all together. Can you hear me, guys? Talk to me. Hi, Susan Maramba, Kunjani, Lingani Lufu, hi, Nomatemba Mbofu, hi. Spusiso C, Ndlovu, hi Spu, Melody, hi, Kunjani. Yeah, somebody's saying loud and clear, right? Let's tag, let's call everybody. I told you we have a few guests today. So for us to start talking, guys, we need to have a good number, Lapana. So call everybody. Hi, somebody's calling me by my nickname. Nangan Tirets. Hi, Ntis. Ntiko, ushap, zikubani. I knew vele ngomunye umuntu ongaziyo nobe hayi libizo lehlele lokudlala elemakhoneni. So let's call each other, guys. Asibizaneni, then I can invite my guest to. Let's call each other. The number is going up. Asibizaneni, you know we can go beyond that. Beyond that, guys. We have about 2-3 guests to come through. The Kulumelati, and then we get the ball rolling. I know it's a weekend, it's a holiday today, but job hunting won't stop because it's a holiday. Unless if you've got your things in place, unless you've self-actualized in terms of, reaching your diaspora journey, then if that's the case, you have all the reasons to jive till the cows come home. So for those who are job hunting like I am, we have no holiday, honestly. Still a holiday. We will keep hunting for the jobs till we get it right. So let's call each other, guys. Let's tag. Let us tag each other. And then we can get the ball rolling. And Majaivan is simply telling us, why is everyone So at that time, I guess we had to start making plans. We had to start moving. Imali kona, but ilabanigas, yeah? So you can't say imali kona Zimbabwe when it's not with you. So if you can't beat them, join them if you can. But if you can't join them, find your own ways. Find your own means of getting money. You know what? We can't be sticking around here because that money corner is not coming into our hands. So why not just pave your own ways? That's why I was just playing this song, guys, to tell you imali nxabe sithi khona for them, not for us. That's how unfair things are like. So because of that, you can't be seated and saying, hi imali khona, there's gold, there's what. It's for ilabanigas when I try and get a place, to get your own money. That's all I'm saying. That's what Majaivan is saying. Sevele emazweni yena, he has seen it, imali khona phandle. So beyond emazweni sizoyithatha sizoyicupha imali le because there's lots of money la. As long as you still got the energy, you still got, the power in you, to work. You will work and get the money and take it back. And when you're taking it back, you're going to invest in your own things. Yeah? I hope it makes sense that way. Yeah. It's a matter of you coming. I'm simply, Brother Rusere, please, I want you through today. Because in one of my, in one of the captions, I put something to do with the CVs. People are struggling with getting jobs because of their CVs. Brother Rusere, you're one of my guests, please, today. I've been trying to get hold of you, like, to come through to the live, because that's your area of specialty, I know. So kindly come up, kindly request. I'll ask you to request, then we can talk at length about it, about this, the issue of the CVs. Are you okay with that? Brother Rusere, are you fine with that? Just respond, and then I'll aid you along the way so that we talk at length about the CVs. People have been asking so much, and they're trying to reach out to you, but I guess you've got your busy schedules and all that. So I want you to just address them and tell them how they can reach out to you, how you're going to be helping them, and all that. So if that's fine with you, please confirm so that I know you'll be coming along throughout our presentation today. Are you okay with that? Brother Reseri, I'm waiting for your response. Please kindly respond. Kindly respond. So istory is guys. Money agula mali back in Africa in terms of ukuthi those that have money, it's only for them. So when the best advice that I can give you is come abroad, come to the diaspora, look for your own money, come and dig your own money, come and dig your own gold here. And then, when the money is in your account, no one can say, no, this is not your money, or this and that and that. It is your money when it's in your account. So come and grab your money here, and then you can do as you please. Yeah? Because definitely we've seen it all. Money from where we come from is only for the few chosen. Yeah? So Havana kupora Chrissy, they are still in bed, so let's forget about them. Yeah. So that's the encouragement I'm giving you guys. That's the encouragement. Oh, okay, yeah, maybe he's at work because he hasn't responded. He hasn't responded. Honestly, if he doesn't come through, I'll try and, talk about these CV issues. Yeah, because I see a lot of people are struggling in Dabazama CVs. A lot of people are struggling in Dabazama CVs, and we definitely have to make a plan, guys. It won't help. It won't help we keep applying when, we are doing something wrong. It won't help at all. Yeah? So I certainly feel we need to work on it. Today being a Monday, by the time we reach end of the week, our CVs should be done and dusted. When I share the links, whatever links that I have, I know I'm sharing to people who have, their CVs all up to date, everything, all in order. And I know when people are putting in their applications, we are expecting responses, nothing other than that. Yeah. So first and foremost, we need to make sure our CVs are right in place. I hope you get what I mean, guys. It's very important, honestly, because from the CVs that I've seen, honestly, they don't deserve to be responded to. They don't deserve to be selected. I have to be honest, yeah? With the little information that I have on CV writing, they are more like substandard, guys. In as much as some of you would say they had them, scrutinized, somebody checked on them, a CV specialist checked on them, yeah, it's still fine. So maybe I haven't seen those that have been scrutinized, but from what I've seen, I've had to make more and more corrections with the CVs and Watolai. So it's very important, guys, to focus on our CVs, make sure our CVs are just in place. I'm not a CV specialist, by the way, but from what I've done, from what I've read, from the CVs that I've made for myself, which have managed to get me a job, I think I also need to share, that little knowledge that I have with you, so that it can also, put your applications at a better position. Yeah. Are we okay with that? Yeah. Are we okay with that? While we're still waiting for the two guests to come through, maybe we can start talking about Indabayama CVs, because I don't see them here. I don't see them. I'm trying to get hold of them, but I am not seeing them. So I guess we'll have to get on with the CVs, because we do not want to waste time. Today is a holiday. Guys, I see all of you who are greeting me. Nelieth, Okonya. Nelieth, where are you from? No, you don't send your CV to me, my dear. I'm not a CV specialist, honestly, but there is a guy that I know, he's good at the CVs. That's the brother that I was asking him to come through. Yeah, he would do the most in the CVs. A well-written CV is crucial, ineffective. Oh my goodness, that's too long to read, brother Recep. I can't read. Maybe let me just pin it. Are you able to talk, or you can't come through, brother? Are you able to come through, brother Recep? So I've pinned his comment there. Maybe you can read it out, guys. There's something that he has written there, and then you can read it out. It doesn't seem to be coming through. So let's share the live. Let's tag each other, and then we can get on. End of the live, I'm going to be sharing a few links that I managed to get. Yeah, a few links that I managed to get. So stay right there. And we need to discuss about our CVs, guys. We certainly need to discuss the CVs. So I have a few things that I discovered, Lap, right, about the CVs. Yeah, no, he's here, but he's not requesting to be added. He's not requesting to be added. So I don't know what's happening, if he's at work, if he's tied up, or what. At times it's easier for you guys to understand when somebody's talking to you directly like this. I don't know. That's how I find it, It's very easy to understand somebody when they're talking than when they've written something, yeah? You probably have lots of questions to ask about your CVs and everything. So that's why I wanted him to come through. But I don't see him. Okay, I'm at work now. They can text, SMS on Messenger. Yeah, but most of them are saying they are texting and they are sending messages, but they are not getting responses. So they are coming back to me to say, we've texted, we've sent messages, but no responses. So Brother Rosari is at work, guys. He's at work. But anyway, I'll try and share the little information that I have. Yeah? Great. We'll see. I've just read something. He's saying he's at work. That's okay. That's all right. So let's get to a good number, guys. Let's get to a good number. We've reached more than this. Let's get to a good number, and then I can start talking. Yeah? I can start talking. What I don't like is, as we talk, then people start coming in, and I have to keep repeating myself. So now when I start talking, I want to, continue, and then only accept my questions. Yeah? That's okay, Brother Risere. Yeah, you have to work. That's all right. I'll talk a little bit about what I know, and then I guess they'll have to keep trying to reach you. They'll keep trying. Yeah. I don't see anybody taking somebody. Let's call each other, guys, and then I can start. The other easiest way of doing it is just sharing the live to your personal page. Share the live to your personal page, and then Sestrova, we get going, we get moving. Yeah? Let's do like that. Let's do that, guys. Let's do that. All right. Asenzeni phela, guys. Asenzeni. Okay. Where's that? Right, Lapa, I'm going to share with you some little tips, guys, on your CVs, yeah? On your CVs. If you think your CV is fine, but somebody sent me an email, a message the other day saying, all along I haven't. Uti, she's been trying to apply for the past 2 years. Yeah, she had been applying ever since this care, the care opportunities came through. They've been trying to apply, but no responses. Yeah, and then finally she said she got her CV checked out by somebody who is good at the CVs. And then since then, responses have been coming through, and she's been invited for interviews. So she was really thankful, for having gotten somebody to check their CVs. So I thought that was, a point to take note of. If you don't get your CVs checked out, guys, remember, I'm not saying you have somebody to do your CV. No. I don't want you to have somebody to do your CV, guys, because when that person does your CV, chances are the next person who comes to them is simply going to do the same thing, And the other, the fourth, the fifth, the 10th person to come to that same person will simply be doing the same thing. So at the end of the day, you have your CVs duplicated, which is what the sponsors, the recruiters do not want. At the end of the day, guys, you have to show your initiative. You have to show your innovative skills. You have to show when you're different. You have skills that you want to provide for the company. Yeah. But if I have the same CV as yours, nothing changed, just the names, edited names, and the surnames and what, then it shows the lack of your own thinking. It's simply because when you can see if something has just been edited, guys. It's clear. You don't even have to ask somebody. If somebody sends me a CV, then another person does the same thing, I can tell what this person was simply copying from somebody, just from merely looking at them. And that's what most recruiters are complaining about. These people just copy and paste each other's CVs. So stop that, guys. When you're going to somebody to check your CV, you're not asking them to write the CV for you, but you're asking them to check the CV, and then you have your own style that you've written your CV, hey? So you're asking that person to just cross-check to see if that CV has any, abnormalities or anything that needs to be corrected or what. So that's simply what you're going to ask for, not somebody to write the CV for you, okay? So I want to tell you a few tips, to avoid when you are writing a CV. The first and foremost thing, guys, is to avoid providing irrelevant information. Irrelevant information, guys, it's things like talking about your high school, talking about your hobbies, talking about your marital status. At times marital status really it's not required, guys. It's not required. The most important things really on your CV is just your personal details, right? Your name would certainly be important, lapana. Your nationality, because they want to know, especially cadets with the the red list thingy, they want to know your nationality. And it's some things, in there was a photograph, definitely remove your photograph, guys. This is not a modeling CV or a self-marketing, it has nothing to do with them knowing seeing the kind of person that you are. They just want your skills. When it comes to these particular jobs, they want your skills. They want to know what you can provide for the company. What is it that is new that you're going to introduce to the company, so that you put the company's name up there. That's what is important, right? So I'm just putting things in there, not much information on it. So you're going to beef up, from what I'm saying. But all I'm saying is avoid unnecessary information. Yeah? Unnecessary information, guys. Something that's not going to help anyway in the, in you getting the job, right? Your name, Jay, is good enough on your demographic data. Your name, you could state your age, you could state your nationality, and I guess that's just enough. That's just enough, guys. Not much, because remember, you're going to send them as well, your passport, your what, the rest of the information, they'll get it right there. Abanye, they even include ID numbers. They include passport numbers. That's irrelevant. That's irrelevant. They don't need all that. Yeah? Okay. So let's avoid irrelevant information, guys. Abanye, they even go to the extent of putting their social media handles, their Facebook handle, Instagram handle, Snapchat. That's important. That's irrelevant, guys. I hear people are saying, you have to, for them to scrutinize you, they check your Facebook profiles and everything. Yes, they do. But it's not for you to provide your Facebook profiles, guys. If you have put your name there, if they want to check your Facebook profiles, your social media profiles, they are going to do it. They'll do it in their own way. But it's not for you to put. I saw another CV that had their TikTok, Facebook handles, and what, and Facebook name, profiles, and what. And then I asked them, "What do you have to put this information?" Their reason was, which I just want them to be able to check my profile in all the social media platforms, because I hear they check. And then no, you're getting it all right. You're getting it all wrong. Yeah, don't lead them in doing their job. They know how they're going to do it. That's irrelevant information. You don't need to put all that, guys. All they need when it comes to your contact person information is just your phone number. And when you're putting your phone number, guys, remember there's codes, there's country codes. You can't just put your direct number, 0772 813 863. No. Put the code, that's 263. plus 277 plus what, a full number, because in case they decide they want to call you, they can't be calling you on a number without a code. In as much as they know what you're Zimbabwean, but don't make life too difficult for them. They now have to start checking for the code in Zimbabwe. Yeah? And then your email address will be very, very important, guys. Your email address. I can't overemphasize the email address, because that's the fastest and easiest way they can communicate with you. That's why I always say, when you're putting in applications, guys, be in a habit to be checking your emails even after every hour. You just be checking your emails. Okay. Right. I'll go on to the second one. If there's something to highlight about yourself, this is the time where you have to highlight. Yeah? This is the time where you have to highlight. If there's something, a great skill that you have, if you're a team builder, write that in bold letters. There's nothing wrong, because you're trying to highlight this is my strongest link. So if there is something that you want to highlight, that you want to tell the recruiter, tell the employer, that this I am good at, put it in bold letters. Yeah? If you have good communication skills, put it in bold letters, good communicator. Because at least you're bringing into the company something that's going to be good, something that's going to be, able, that's going to put the company up there in terms of you being able to communicate with the rest of the team. You are able to, because they want somebody who will, build the company in bringing in the skills of communication. Yeah? If you are good at you are an IT person, specify that, right? I'm good at, in IT, whatever. Because when you're doing your record keeping and what, all that has to be put in place. Remember, we're now living in the 21st century, and most of the things are done, in IT and all that. So specify that. I know it could be some skills acquired, but if you are very much good at that, there's no harm in highlighting it. You know what? In as much as you want me just to come and work as a carer, but I know from this best skill that I have, you're going to benefit so much on it. If you're a multilingualist, state it. If you speak French, if you speak English, if you speak Germany, because in as much as we're in Britain, or in as much as we are in Ireland, there are other nationalities as well. So if you're a multilingualist, state it. But multilingualist, you can't be talking of a multilingualist for African countries, for African languages, because you'd hardly find Africans here. This is Africans are there, but most of the patients, you're serving the British patients, you're serving the Irish community. So if you are good in these languages, some would have done them, high school levels or whatever. So if you're good in Irish, you've got a good Irish language in you, state it. I'm good at that. These are things that are going to put you at an advantage more than anybody else. I hope you get what I mean, guys. If you have any questions, please jot them down. Right, so I was talking about highlighting the important aspects about you, about the skill that you hold. Right. Then the third point, spelling, punctuation, and grammatic errors, guys. One thing that I learned is, CV yako, they won't look at it like, browsing or scanning around it, right? They put it under a certain application. I've forgotten the name of the application. That application will be marking the CV, right? So it gets to detect some of these small little things that you think is interesting, like things like spelling, things like how much grammatic errors, guys, punctuation. If you just put a CV out there with all these errors, it simply shows you don't care and you don't respect the person who's going to look at your CV. Guys, if I'm making sense, likes, stars, just throw in those stars, because I want to know if we're still together. Yeah. So when you just keep quiet and I don't see anything happening lapo screen, I'll think maybe you can't hear me, or I'm not making any sense, or I'm sharing information that you all know. So cooperate with me that way if you have no problem with it. Okay? Right. So spelling, simple things like spelling, guys. If you spell, there is a spelling check, when you're typing, right? This spelling is wrong. So correct it. Correct the spelling. That way, when it comes to spelling, grammar, whatever, your CV has gone through, it has passed. but you don't want to lose marks on your CV by these small little things. Spellings, guys, proofread your CV. Don't just, submit it when it has those, issues. It simply shows what you do not care. You do not respect the person who's going to be checking on your CV. You do not even respect your employer. So small little things really make a difference. Okay, I hope you got that one correct. Number 4, unexplained gaps within employment. Right, if you're saying to me you have had care work experience for 4 years or 10 years or 2 years or 6 months, when I look at your CV, guys, within those 10 years that you have said you've had the care work experience, I should see a continuity, right, of care work. Nothing to do with, a security job within those 10 years. Nothing to do with, being a chef. Nothing to do with being a childminder. Nothing to do with being a teacher. Nothing to do with being an accountant. Nothing to do with being a whatever you can call anything without a care work within those 10 years that you said you have experience in should not appear. If you're saying from 2013, right, I was doing care work. From 2013 up to 2023, there has to be care work being seen. If there is a time when you took a break, right, when maybe you were on school vacation or you're studying or something, that should come out. There is nothing wrong with you studying, or there's nothing wrong with you, having taken a break from care work, maybe security. But that should be stated. That's all I'm trying to explain. State it between 2020 and 2021, COVID lapana. I decided to go home and do online, courses. Yeah, because emsebenzini I had been stopped. Write it during that time. But which is unexplained. The employer gets to wonder, gets to fear. So what was this person doing? What was happening during this time? So don't leave them hanging to try and assume what was happening. So those gaps should be explained, guys. I can't overemphasize that. Those gaps should be explained. You should say something. What were you doing? If you decided to go on vacation, you're out of touch with care work, explain it. Why did you decide to leave? They would want to know what was happening during that time. So state it. Let it be written down, guys. Let it be clear. Yeah? Let it be crystal clear. They shouldn't be questioning you. So what was this person doing this time? And they're saying they have 10 years experience. And they're saying they have 2 years experience. So what was happening within these 2 months that are not accounted for? You get what I mean, guys? If you have any questions, please jot them down. I'll request you to answer those questions after I've finished. All right. Then number 5, there's no point in lying, guys, or giving misleading information in your CV. Because the moment anything that you say on your CV, guys, you are going to be asked about during your interviews. Okay? And when you lie about something, it's so easy to detect this is a lie. I don't know how, but I can tell you this can't be true. Right? Unless if you're a good liar. If you are a good liar, then that's very fine. But at times you won't really get away with it because it will catch up with you during the interviews. Hi, Mtaka Mama, I love you so much. Hope you're good and hope you got a bit of rest. And so that's how it is, guys. Give her my love and my likes, Mtaka Mama, please, guys. Yeah, I get all my strength from her. So give her loves and likes. Now I'm lapana zipo. Just give her my love and my likes, guys, just to say, there you go, there you go. So I get all, this is who I am because of her. Yeah, she's my support system, guys. So, and all I'm saying is, you could lie here and there about your experiences, about the, and all that, and your job titles, qualifications, whatever. But it will catch up with you when it comes to the interviews. So when you lie, rather be a good liar. Yeah. That's why I discourage you ask somebody to write your CV. Because when somebody does your CV, guys, you don't really take time you might read it, but you don't really understand what this person was writing. And when you come to interviews, they ask you things that you wrote on your CVs. on your CV. So if you can't answer to that, or now then they can simply tell you what this person was lying to us. They don't have this expertise. So let everything just be clear. You should just be transparent. When they read your CV, they should see what, okay, no, this person is telling the truth. You could lie, yeah, manga, but amangako should hold water. Like abe mahle, so no one should tell what lapha ngamanga lawo, because you cause so many questions on your interviews for yourself. You bring on so many unnecessary questions on yourself. Okay, so avoid lying and misleading information, trying to say what I studied this and that and this and that. That's irrelevant. And one thing that I can never overemphasize, guys, is the issue of you talking about your masters, about your degrees, about your what when it comes to care work. How will that help the company? Because you're going to be employed as a carer. So how does your master's in accounting come into place? How does your master's in teaching come into place? You see, it's just straightforward. You then seem to be overqualified for the job. I know we have lots of qualifications and what, but that's misleading information in the sense that it's misleading in the sense that the job that you're applying for doesn't need all the information. It's unnecessary information, if I can say. Yeah? But amanga, they'll always come up, catch up with you. So be on the lookout. Then number 6 is references to your CVs. Guys, references will be requested later on during the application process. So on your CV, you are better off saying references available on request. Okay. And remember, by the time when you write your CVs namusha, and then suppose you wrote your CV last year, yes, definitely you'll keep updating them, hey? Yeah. But when you put those references today, right? By the time you want that they call that person maybe could have gone overseas and they can't reach them. Or that person could have died, unfortunately, and they can't reach them. So CVs, references can only be supplied on request. When they say they want references, then you can provide those references. And you're providing references of current people as abakona currently. Yeah? Katesi, there is lots of migration. People are moving. So suppose you were working with this person 6 months ago, and then you still have them on your reference. You put those references, and they try and reach out to that person. They can't find that person. You're marked down because they can't find the person that you said they are your reference. Lapa references they take so much importance in references because they know they are the genuine people that will be reflecting, that will be talking about you. So get a current reference, which you can simply say on your CV, references are available on request. You're done and dusted by saying that. Okay, that's the 6th one. Then the 7th one, avoid a long, boring CV. Mina, I want to believe 1.5 pages of a CV is way enough. You don't need anything more than that. You are done and dusted with just 1.5 pages. Yeah? Bless you, mama. Bless you. Yangazi vela ababuya abantu sikhathele shwa ngokuthi what njani. Let everybody, people should come. That's my whole idea, mama. That's my whole. People should come and work for their families. Yeah, because I want you guys to appreciate it. It's not even easy to get this money. Eliabeli sitting ngicela ngithumele phela uyi100. Akunthumele phela uyi50. Ngifuna lizoyibona uyi50 yona leyo itholakala nzima njani. That's all I'm trying to say. Okay. So lengthy CV, guys, writing all those jargons and what, it's irrelevant. You're marking yourself down. So just be precise and straight to the point. Yeah? Your one page is enough. Like half, 1.5, I don't know what you'll be talking about, but I guess you'd have had so many experiences, especially for those who have more than 10 years or 5 years experience. Yeah? You could get to 1.5. But if you see your CV getting to 2 pages, you're so man. You're wasting my employer's time. No one has the time to be reading all that, all those stories. So we don't want that long CV. Format number 8. Your CV should be well formatted. UK has a CV format that you need to follow. Just follow that, guys. Just look at how the template of a CV in the UK, and then simply follow that. If you follow that, sorry guys, can I drink water? If you follow that, yeah, if you follow that, and then you're okay. If you follow that, then you're okay. Sorry. So your CV should be well formatted. When your CV is not well formatted, guys, then you place it on, you download it and place it maybe on or you view it from a laptop or a computer. If it's not well formatted, guys, you will see what the CV is not making sense. Yeah. Okay, you get what I mean. All right, Brother Risere, I'll just be pinning what you're writing so that they're able to read it, right? Brother Risere says, employers may be interested in your nationality. If you're applying for a job where language skills are required, recruiters will expect to be able to reach you via email address because they often search for local candidates first. Name and surname must be on the CV, exactly. If you send the wrong CV to the wrong job, then you can really harm your chances. Thank you. Exactly. Yeah, so important information right there, guys. Okay, this is information that you could be paying for elsewhere. Because I'm just giving you for free, guys. Like I've always said, I share this information because I get it for free. So why would I ask you guys to pay for information there, right? I know my time, my time is my money. But when I'm able to share with people, my own people, why not? Because I'm using my extra time, yeah? So, if you think this is important information, but now when it's not making sense, you'd rather leave and go and listen to other things that make sense, yeah? Okay. So for now, just appreciate likes. For those who would like to appreciate even more, stars. For those who would want to even go a step further, you can even subscribe to the page. Okay. So, format, I was talking about the badly formatted CV. It's a no-no. You are bringing yourself down. Your CV should be well formatted. It should be orderly. Even the font that you use should make sense. Everybody should be able to read. It shouldn't be too big fonts. It shouldn't be too small. It shouldn't be Italian. So, kumele kube font a normal thing. You should just try and find out how, the right format to use, the right font, the right whatever. So that is important. When you're looking at the CV, when you're looking at your CV from your phone, it might not really make much of a difference, right? But when you look at it from a computer or a desktop or a laptop, you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Memory is saying Mukoma Ruseri is trying. It's only our big-headed. I don't know what she means there. Okay, right. So your format should mean something. And then point number 9, meaningless introduction, guys. What I mean by meaningless introduction, I want to read to you something, right? And then you tell me what this means. This is one of the CVs that I was looking at. Right, it reads, dynamic, this is an introduction to your CV. Dynamic, enthusiastic, sales-oriented, IT literate, results-driven manager with several years people management experience, seeking exciting and challenging new opportunities in they continue to write their big words. Guys, this doesn't mean anything. This doesn't mean anything, honestly. From the big words that you've been using, dynamic, enthusiastic, why not use simple words? Hi, Suri, how are you, darling? Long time for sure. Just be original, guys. Use the simplest terms that you can ever use. You're not being called for a teacher's interview, guys. You're not being called to be a lecturer. You're not being invited to a master's degree class or whatever. You're simply being invited for a carer's job, right? Simple, nje. Thank you, Petty. Yeah, that's good advice. So, Mina, when I look at these big words, I simply say, I can't understand what you're saying. Yeah, you seem to be too learned Your CV seems to be just to learn it more than the person who is looking at it. So don't be out there to challenge the recruiter, to challenge the employer, to challenge the HR person who is looking at your CV. Just be simply and precise. Your words should just be simple, guys. No jargon. Why use jargon? Yeah? Okay, I hope this makes sense, guys. Just stick to simple, meaningful words. But the jargon that you use at the end of the day, it holds no meaning. It doesn't, you yourself, when you're reading it, you don't even understand it. At one other day, I hope the person that I was reading their CV is not here. I was reading the CV and then I said, okay, thanks. Wow, your CV. Can you kindly tell me what your introduction means in simpler terms? They failed to do that because I couldn't understand what they were saying. So it's simple when they ask you, even my interviews, to say, okay, this is what you said about yourself. Can you simply describe yourself in simpler terms? You can't even describe yourself. These are typical CVs that somebody would have written for you. Okay, so you can't make sense of what your CV is talking about, which is a no-no. Is it possible, though, to be hired without working experience? Let's say, like, you have voluntary experience you do when completing the care course. Some care homes say experience is not a must, but essential. So maybe some lie because they want to be seen as experienced, or normal. They want to be hired. Right. There are some jobs that are advertised where they say no experience is required. For those jobs, then you're safe and sound for you to just apply without any experience. Yeah. But when you lie and say you have experience, guys, your lie should make sense. Okay. If you're saying you have 10 years experience, but you don't know what a commodity is, you don't know how to use a hoist, you don't know how to, to read normal variations of, maybe observations, or to interpret urinalysis, then it simply shows go to lamang. Because your questions on the interview will be determined by your CV. If you're telling us what you have 10 years experience, then it means in those 10 years, you've advanced even to senior care. There are some things that you can do alone. You don't even need to be told, okay, this is how you do this and that and that. So they would ask you, my interviews, and how are you going to respond? So that's why I keep saying, just keep to the truth. If you have 2 years experience, it's good enough. If some companies will say they want people with 6 years experience, right? If they say they want you to have 6 years experience, and we all need these opportunities. Lie, you're going 6 years experience, but make sure information you're going to be able to explain it when they ask you. Okay. So I hope I'm making sense, guys. I hope I'm making sense. So that's meaningless, right? What else did I want to say? Simply, all right, just to end this thing, and simply your CV should sell you, guys. It should just put you up there to say, this is the person that we need to interview. This is our ideal candidate. When it comes to the interview, I always say, the moment you're called in for interviews, you've already been selected. From your CV, they've seen what this is the ideal candidate. So when it comes to interviews, you're simply, fulfilling what they saw from your CV. You're simply, putting it into words, right? You're saying it yourself. You're explaining simply what you have been writing in your CV. And that's when you really need to stand up with your confidence. You need to come up well presentable. You need to, be able to be prepared for any question that you can be asked. Say something at least. Don't be stuck and say, no, I'm not sure. If you're not sure, say you're not sure, but what do you think? Okay. I hope that makes sense, guys. Or my CVs, I think I'll end it right here, because I can't overemphasize, some of these things. Or when it's right out there, right? If you have any questions on the CVs, guys, let them come. Bring them on. Bring them on if you have any questions on that. If no questions, and then that's all right. Any questions? I see somebody wants to be added. Everjoy, do you want to be added, sis? I see your request, Lapana. I'll just edit you. Just ask if you need to ask. This was well explained. Well, thanks, Mama. Thanks, Mama. Lifake phela ama-stars, guys, if you think I deserve them. If you think I deserve those stars, just put them through. Ever Joy, you're declining, but you asked to be added. Why? Ellen Gulube, I see you want to be added. Any questions? Guys, I think we lost it on the times with my guest yet. So I think maybe, I don't know. If they don't come soon, then I answer was, hi, Ellen.
Yeah, Linjani.
Right, Dali unjani wena?
Ngiyaphila. Mina ngicela ukubuza ukuthi like ku-Edeni sithi thina abanye sisebenze ezindlini but ekusebenzeni ezindlini ngangigcina ikhiwa lami wake waba le ophu umuntu lwana wele epilepsy so kunjalo angeke ku-ede yini
lapho uyabusu-eda okunjengani okokuthi i-client i-patient yakho yayigula ukuthi
of course amelanga futhi ngingani ngiyadisclose umkhuhlane wakhe but ukuthi ngangimncedisa ele ophu lokhona kokube ngimmasaja eseqhamuka ihip still ngangimncedisa ebath and things like that but ngikubeka kanjani in such a way ukuthi can disclose futhi umkhuhlane wakhe.
No, there's no problem in disclosing, Ellen. Akula problem because remember apply to abantu abangama health professionals angithi so disclosing lapha you're disclosing for publicity or for what but you are disclosing like ukuthiwa i-shared confidentiality leyo yabuyenza. You are not mentioning the client's name, right? You are not mentioning i-location yabo ukuthi bahlala ngaphi, so no one can identify them. Uyakuzwa ngikutshoyo? When I simply saying I was nursing a client with dementia, or I was nursing a client with a hip dislocation, or there's nothing wrong with mentioning the conditions. Remember, when they advertise jobs lawana, at times they really specify ukuthi we want people who have knowledge in managing patients with or managing clients with Alzheimer's. We want people who have experience in managing patients with dementia. We want people who have experience in managing abantwana maybe with autism, So they talk about these conditions. So there's nothing wrong with you saying, the conditions of the clients. You are not mentioning their names, the client's names. So there's no problem with that. It's actually ideal. What the conditions that you have.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Alright, ngiyabonga ngoba like lately ngayenza i-profile ku-Indeed ngakhuluma khonokho ukuthi ngiku-private household ngakhuluma khonokho elikutshoyo. So I've been getting ama-invitation ukuthi ngifake i-application but kade ngingekho sure ukuthi asikuthi ngiyabe sendisclose much yini ngomkhuhlane womuntu or something and then ngibuye ku-reference yena umkhiwa wami siwatshona but i-CV wantshiyela before but umntana kuthe I can add him as ukuthi nxa sebefuna ukukhuluma laye bakhulume laye since ugogo siwatshona.
Definitely, there's no problem with that, darling. There's no problem at all. So I hope we are understanding ngutshoyo and mentioning condition ye client number one, there's nothing wrong with that. Akula problem ngitsho at all. And then reference lo kana dingutsho and ukuthi you write that reference and but there is somebody ungamfaki ku CV khathesi, right? You just say when reference available on request. That was right. So by the time process application yakho, they will definitely want along the way ukuthi befune that reference letter. Umntaka gogo ke se letter incwadi liyana. Then they can communicate with umntaka gogo to find out if they know you, how you were performing and all that. Yakuzwisisa?
Hayi ngiyabonga ngoba bendraft CV mbongile bese ngikhohlwe kwe-nationality and stuff ngiyabonga kakhulu.
Right, still on that Ellen, mana ngikutshele futhi enye indaba. When you are writing your references, angithi for those who would want to put references laphana, abanye bayafaka the emails already bahle befaka emails ukuthi who to contact. Suppose ubusebenza ku home or ubusebenza ngaphi suppose maybe esibhedlela or whatever. When you put references, emails references and should be work related references. Why ngisithi work related references? Akungabi ngo nobantudlodlo@gmail.com. gmail.com yena lwana it's not a work reference email. Uyabuzwa ngikutshoyo? they would want emails abalo, entembeniHome.ie.com. What Red Cross nursing home .org.ie.
Yeah, anyakuzwisisa khonokho like thina ngapha eBotswana kutsho ukuthi yabe ngo.w.
Exactly. Now ubamba
alright. Ngibonga kakhulu hayi ngizisisile ngincedile ngelive yenu ngizisisile.
Thank you so much Lawe for joining and all the best and
ngiyabonga manje ndropa njani
faka kuloxa phezulu khonapho phezu kwakho nje phezu kwekhanda lakho khonapho kuloxa press uxa yena lo
mbongile. Thank you.
You're welcome. Right, more questions guys. I thought a guest that would come through, but anyway, we still have something to talk about even if they don't come. And all the best, Siyabonga guys, for wishing her well. All the best to her. We wish her so much well. Yeah. Ever Joy, hi.
Hi, Sis Nova, how are you?
Thanks, Unjani.
I'm good. I am on into the technology lazy. Some of us as that, but I saw you the last time. What is medicine fundi technology? Because everything else is now technologically operated.
You have no experience on not knowing technology, my dear.
Exactly. So now I've got I think I've got 3 questions, eh?
That's okay.
I recently joined your group. It was recommended by a friend of mine in Australia, so I was asking him things and he said, no, why don't you try in Ubuntu's group? But now, well, I joined. Okay.
From Australia?
Now, yes. I'm well connected, but well, I'm here in South Africa.
No, I'm saying they know us from Australia and then we're big, Pelan.
Yes, you guys are big. He's in Australia. He's a nurse in Australia.
Really?
Yeah. He's been there like, yeah, he is.
Wow.
We went to school together, yeah.
Oh, great.
I also have a cousin in Ireland, but I don't know. I think she's still nursing her baby.
Okay.
She said she's not working yet.
All
right. I've got a question. I'm not really in caregiving.
Okay.
I'm in teaching.
All right.
So now the question is, are they not going to find it a bit suspicious for somebody to just immediately convert to caregiving and change their initial course and whatnot, qualification?
How would they have known that you've been a teacher before?
Not necessarily to know that I've been a teacher before. Remember, the certificate is going to show the date when it was obtained, right? So are they not going to have questions to say, all this time, what were you doing?
I get what you mean. Right. Lapa, the job that you are applying for is care work. And they are mainly concerned about care work experience.
All right.
Or during your interviews, they want to know your past before you started your care work. It is fine. You can tell them about
all right.
it. Yeah. Okay. I was once a teacher, but then because I realized Uguti, I have so much passion in this. Or after I had been nursing my mother, who eventually passed on, that's when I realized Uguti, I am very much good at this nursing opportunity. Or you could even say I was a teacher at some point. Then because of my personal commitments and what I had to abandon my teaching career and then start with care work and all that. You can say something because they definitely know at your age you definitely have done a lot of things before you finally started care work. Yeah.
All right.
But remember, that is joy. If you put all those things, about a teacher, then I was once a cleaner. Try and imagine how big your CV will be.
It's gonna be I guess that also comes back to my next question. You just answered my next question because I was going to ask on the employment history. There's a part where you put your employment history. I guess you don't need to put that.
No, it's not necessary really. It is not. That's how I look at it because they are after the care work.
Okay. And then now you did answer this one about experience, because I was gonna ask, if you do not have experience, so how are you going to get employment? You did answer that with somebody once asked that question, and you did say some people will tell you they don't really need experience, and then you can apply to those that don't really require experience.
Yeah.
Question to
Yeah,
I guess as well. That's
sorry.
Sorry.
I was saying I've seen a lot of opportunities, and I think I've read them out here, especially Ireland, where they you don't need to have experience. Yeah, they'll take you from like on-job training from the start where you're starting. Yeah, so there's such job opportunities. We can't all relax and say I won't get experience because there are jobs that don't need experience. No. You know.
Okay. All right. I guess practicals are also experience enough.
Definitely, that's experience enough. Yeah, doing practicals is experience as well. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna take you back a little bit.
No problem.
And off the topic. The first time I saw your live one, it was a delayed live,
Okay.
And I had to talk about the differences between carers, assistants, and whatnot. I just want to find out which date you recorded that one, so that I can go back and read it. I don't wanna take you back too much and ask you to explain that. I just want you to give me the date of the recording so that I can at least go back and listen to it, because I believe that is very important for us to know
the difference between these jobs. And then another thing that I might have missed while I'm checking for the date, I might have missed is the you can't afford to just have one. You can't afford to just have one CV all the way throughout. What I mean by
I did see that one. Yeah.
Yes. What I mean by one CV is, ama skills wonke throughout, like every job you are having just that one skill eyokusebenza for working in a care home, right? There are jobs that would want somebody who has done dom care. Dom care is working in the patient, like if the previous caller who said they were working from a client's home, right?
Yes.
These jobs are common. You try dom care or supported living, right? So your CV should also state that at some point when they say they want somebody to do dom care, some domiciliary care, or somebody to do supported living. Then
domiciliary
CV, LA home, LA care home,
spice.
Now have to edit your CV. Gucci fit in it don't care. You get what I mean there?
Yes, I do.
So I'm still checking. My lives aren't gonna say my name. I hope I'll get it.
I try. The other day I slept at 3 listening to it. I was like, I'm sleeping so late.
Was it making sense?
It does make sense, and I even recommended you to somebody else, and she was asking me, "Oh, but is she making sense?" Oh, my friend, you just need to listen to that lady, and she makes so much sense than you'll ever get from someone in school.
Really?
Yeah, you know, you should be a teacher. You explain things in simple terms. Yes, in South Africa you can't hit, but sometimes it's gonna when people don't understand that.
I think this live was on. I remember I had put a subheading to it.
What were you wearing?
Let me check. As long as you guys are getting sense out of what we are saying, then it's good.
We are. We actually appreciate that you take your own time to do this, because really,
honestly,
you are not obligated to all this.
It should be some time on the. Oh my goodness! Let's talk about.
I'm really sorry, I'm now taking you back.
Yeah, it's really okay. I didn't realize I've done so many lives, guys. I so many make a test.
I tried to look because I thought there were a lot. Umelan singakabuyithi nabanye. Uzama kanjani?
No, but the information is right there, Pila. What more should I be talking about?
Yazi ukuthi thina abantu abamnyama mostly sifuna ukuzwa into, sithatha into mase siyizwa komunye umuntu from a horse's mouth. That's what they say, you know. So we believe it when someone actually says it. The information is there. If you go to Google, you will find information. Exactly. But it actually makes sense when someone else says it, you know.
You think so?
Yeah. We call it spoon feeding. We like to be spoon fed.
Right. It's on the 17th of January.
17th of Jan. Okay.
Let's discuss the different roles of HCA jobs in Ireland. 17th of January.
Different jobs, eh? Different roles, eh?
Different roles in HCA jobs in Ireland. But you know, the way we would call them here in Ireland is the same way they would call them in the UK. It could be the same way they would call them in England, in Canada, in Australia. Yeah, not much difference. Really.
All right. Yeah. No, I guess those are the only things that I wanted to ask. And for the CV, I'm going to speak to Brother Rusela. Yes, I had contacted him and we were supposed to speak yesterday, but I had other commitments, so asked if we can speak today. So I'll speak to him today about the CV. I know my CV is a mess. It's a 2-page CV. So yeah. I don't even remember what is on my CV.
I really like it when somebody, you know, does a self-introspect. I want to know my thing has a problem, because the moment you notice it, it's easy for you to correct it. But if you don't notice that there's something wrong with your CV, and then we have a problem.
You can correct. Yes. All right, my darling. Thank you very much for the info.
Thank you.
And for your time. All right. Thank you.
All right, then. Okay. So, guys, any other question? Any other question? Any other question? Sis Bree, I'm still waiting for your call. Thank you for your compliment. Thank you. Thank you. Any other question, guys, on the CVs, and then we can proceed to sharing the jobs. We can proceed to sharing the jobs. Any other question? Did you share the live? Let's check if you shared the live. And then if I get lama likes, thank you so much, guys, for the shares. I think if there's somebody who has come through and they still haven't shared the live, please go ahead and do that. You lose nothing by sharing the live, so that everybody can benefit from what we've been talking about. Yeah, it's for everybody to hear, guys. Yeah, just press and let it go to your personal profile, or share it with anybody who you think is going to benefit from this information that we've been sharing. Any questions, guys, on the CV? Why I'm saying this is because we are starting a new week. We are starting to put new applications. When we move with the wrong CV, we are not doing anything. We're not doing any justice to ourselves. We are just wasting each other's time. Yeah. So I thought this would be the first thing that we can talk about before we share the job opportunities that are out there. Okay. Okay. I don't see any questions. Maybe let's proceed to what you call it. Let's proceed. And I don't usually like to be here for more than an hour. After an hour. No, I don't, girl with experiences. I don't really. But there's a brother who does it. Rusere. Anyway, Rusere, he does it. He's quite good at it. Yeah, I've got reviews from him. People coming from him to say, yeah, they've got responses and everything. So just follow him, guys. It's unfortunate we couldn't have him through here because he's at work. Yeah. Okay. You're welcome, Ellen. You're welcome, Sis Ellen. Right. Says we are on my jobs, guys. Then I will post something, guys, for the drivers. I will post something. Remember, we still have a truck driver, one of my good friends, who's going to come through here and tell us about the opportunities as a driving, right? No, you don't pay anything, girl with experiences, at no cost. Yeah, at no cost, if I'm not mistaken. Oh my goodness, I could be lying. I'm not sure. Oh my God. Please mind me. I'm not quite sure, but I thought I'm not sure. At least if he was here to tell us if he's, if you have to pay something. Oh my goodness, look at me. Oh my goodness, forgive me, guys, forgive me. For those who've been to him and paid something, you know, it's good when he's talking. Yeah. So I was saying, for the truck drivers, guys, we won't give up. There's opportunities, but somebody's going to come through. One of our important guests is going to come through and tell us about the opportunities, right? So there's something that I'm going to post on the page, you know, just to motivate you. Yeah. He took a video and then one Jenny Sanjay about, you know, his working area, the good truck and everything, good truck and everything, you know, what to expect when you come and do the job and all that. So I'll post that video on soon after the live. I'm a truck drivers, just look at it and feel inspired. Yeah, feel motivated. And then when he finally decides, because at times it's very difficult to get hold of him because he's always on the road. Like Kates even we holiday, so we lose him to network, you know. So settled, usually it's already late and we can't go on live with him. But one of the good days, he's definitely going to come on here and share possible opportunities that you can get for driving. Okay, right. Let's get on the, you know, the issue of the day. Guys, if there is a banker, I think I once shared this opportunity. Hi, Papa. Hi. We will sit in. Okay. We will check out. All right. I'm good. I'm okay. Thanks. Right. If there is a banker, guys, or you know somebody over banking sector, can you tag them or raise up your hand, Lapa, if you are a banker? There is an opportunity that has been put back again. I remember I shared this opportunity sometime last month or so. Yeah. So if there is a banker, just raise your hand, guys, and then grab this opportunity. Or if you know somebody who is a banker, banker nje umuntu osebenza ebank, yeah, umuntu oyenza iakha, andile one course yanokuthiwa iakha, yeah, that person is going to be fully sponsored ngokwe-island umsebenzi wangikhona, fully sponsored. And yesterday I was talking about my opportunities, guys, where you look down upon yourself, you know, a UK Lavo Island, they won't employ me as a manager, they won't employ me in an office, these are white collar jobs, so they won't take me. Guys, where the testimonial is all, somebody shared that with me, you know, husband wake. You come, my husbands, they come thinking the only possible job that they can do is care work. It's not it, guys. A husband got an office, was promoted just in J, you know, a few days ago, last week, right? Officini yakhe sokubhalwe ibizo lakhe bani bani dlodlo officini yamakhiwa, out of all the, you know, the white, the English, we now sell office. So these are opportunities like these, guys, and they know what somebody from abroad can come and get this opportunity. So don't look down upon yourselves. Don't look down upon yourselves, guys. This is an opportunity. Yeah. Pauline's Mango Uti, my sister's son is a banker. Connect us, please. Yes, Nancy, opportunity. Why not ask him to come and join? Because it's easy for me as well to understand what we're talking about, to understand the role. Tag him, Abuye Pauline. Yeah, tag him, Abuye. Thank you so much, Sispri. Nankiana, she's testifying. My husband is an IT engineer in the UK. So don't undermine yourselves, guys. Men. Don't think, you know, being invited to come as a spouse, to come and do the dirty job and all that. No. You still hold your ego now, Lapa, guys. You still maintain your high profile jobs. You still maintain your white collar jobs, Lapa. So when you see these opportunities, go for them, apply. You can still put on your suit, put on your necktie. Portfolio, portment. Yeah. Unkosikazi nxa ungena endlini akukhipha izicathulo lapha akwazi ukuthi ubaba usevele emalini sevela sebenza. So don't be, you know, don't lose your self-esteem. When you come here, you're going to do all the dirty work, you're going to do care work and what. No, guys. Opportunities now. So I only see one person, Sis Pauline. There is no other banker. No one knows a banker here. If no one is there, I skip, guys. Yeah, skip. There's no need there's no point in sharing when no one deserves the opportunity. Delete and just okay. If there is no banker, then we pass. There is no harm, guys. If there is no banker, we pass. And then Support workers, are they still there? I remember I shared, yeah, support workers, vele kuyangena or carers. I think I posted this job on Friday, if I'm not mistaken. But I see it's been updated. It was updated on the 8th. On the 8th of April. When was the 8th? When was the 8th? So there is a job, guys. Lapa, the company name is Enable Island. Enable Island. For those who would want to see the company, the name, who would want to apply, let me show you the company name, and then we take it from there. So when you are checking, when you are Googling, you are going to be, journalist jobs, I haven't seen them as yet. I haven't seen them as yet, but I think there was one that I saw some time back. Yeah, I'll check on it. So Saturday was the 8th. Yeah, it was updated on the 8th, sis. It was updated on the 8th. Yeah. Thanks. It was updated on the 8th on Saturday. So Nancy job yankona for support workers. Support workers, kuyafana nje labo dom care, right? How do I avoid this light? So, right? Day one. This is Island. Adult service support worker. Yeah. So look, take this. You'd need to take note of the name of the company. This is the name of the company. So when you're checking for the job, for those who are not on the subscriptions page and won't get the link, just Google this job with this emblem, with this icon lay, right? Okay, then you read through the job. So each job yankona Nancy ikona. So okay, right. So that's the job, guys. I hope you took a screenshot. Yeah, accounting, Setuliwe, I had the accounting. I had the accounting opportunity some time back. Please check the previous lives. There was an opportunity on accounting. Yeah, check the previous lives. I hope the opportunities are still open. So lay a adult support worker, scroll through. They don't say anything about you being in Ireland or you being in the EU or anything, right? All they want, bafuna evidence of having completed care work, right? Or if you have any social care qualification. Yeah, I'm a social workers also, they can angenala. Okay, so I thought I should repeat this opportunity. Then applications are closing. When is the 17th? It's next weekend. Quantity surveyors, I have come across them, Grace. Grace, I see you're on the subscriptions. Quantity surveyors, and Grace. Charlie. I am one of my quantity surveyors. I think I once presented them, or I think they didn't have a sponsorship, if I'm not mistaken, because if I had seen them, I was going to bring them on. I'll check on them. I'll revisit them, then I'll send them through to you. So when is the 17th, Evan? When is the 17th? At the, because the application is ending on the 17th of April 2023 at 12 p.m. Unin was the 17th May, Jesus. Unin. Oh, next week. Okay, I thought it was today. Yeah. Then I'm interview dates yet to be confirmed. So the 17th year valale social work. Okay. If you have a care work experience, if you have a dom care experience, what apply on HCA. Yeah. Okay. Then why I thought this could be a job that accommodates anybody. Look at this. I hope you can see this. The post will be subject to reference checks and may be subject to GADA vetting. If GADA vetting is specific only to Ireland, then basebest to stroke police clearance as relevant. So already nxa befaka i-provision of police clearance, ma-Zimbabweans liyangena, ma-South Africans liyangena, ma-Nigerians, ma-Angolians, ma-Kenyans, ma-Zambians liyangena, because thina kasilokhu i-GADA vetting back in Africa, sile police clearance, which they talk about. So i-police clearance ifakiwe la. Okay. Lapha vela kukhulunywa kuthiwa ngamapolisa, lapha they call them guarders or guarder. Yeah. Okay, so when you don't qualify, don't expect communication from them. They won't give you feedback unless if you qualify. So ungabona response to you don't qualify. Then applications are invited from suitable qualified applicants from all sections of the community, from everywhere. You can city even or dom care or healthcare assistants or what, you know. Okay. So now I told you link. If you get the link, which I'm going to send to subscribers, you're just going to go on and click upon to continue to application. Then it's going to lead you to the where you're going to upload your CV and everything. Okay. Guys, if it's clear and okay with you, just find my love, my likes to show Guti. Okay. Sisi, you mentioned Sarah when you spoke of experience. Was it a mistake? Did you mean CV or you were correct? Eva Joy, what are you saying? Sisi, you mentioned Sarah when you spoke of experience. Was it a mistake? What was I saying about him? Did you mean CV or you were correct? Answer was, I don't remember what I was talking about really, Eva Joy. Honestly, answer. What was I saying about him? Try and remind me, honestly. I can't remember. Okay, so that's the job there. Then we move on to the next one. We move on to the next one. Don't worry, Gracious, you'll catch us along the way, hey? You will catch us along the way. Okay, I think I shared it. Kindly show your hands, because I know opportunities have been closed for nurses that are being recruited internationally, but they have since opened. Yeah, Urusero does the CVs. He looks at your CV. Yeah, he looks at the CVs. Thanks for answering that, guys. Plumbing opportunities, I saw them being advertised in Canada and New Zealand. I think Sandile, Canada and New Zealand. Plumbing opportunities, Canada wide open. Okay. We don't have nurses, and nurses, I think I shared this opportunity the last live that I did. I can't remember. So I'm going to skip this one. I don't see any nurses. Nurses but I'm not quoting Shine and I think I behave like a security guard. Any information you. Yeah. All right. Let's see this one. Any opportunity. Leila Nyamanes. Let's skip it. 1, 2, 3. Right. Nankama support workers. No, this one we talked about. Let me delete it when the thing I'll be looking confused. Okay. And then care assistants. Okay. Right. Care assistants. I don't know if I shared this one, but I don't recall. Look at this opportunity, guys. Care assistants. Right. Look at this and get the screenshot, guys. I don't remember sharing this opportunity. The company name will be Corp Foundation. Yeah. The company name will be Corp Foundation. It was updated on the 4th of April last week. I don't know why I forgot to share it with you guys. I don't know how. Right. The position requires a high degree of flexibility and motivation. What does this mean, guys? For those who might understand this English. Anybody? Or actually take a guess. A position requires a high degree of flexibility and motivation. Let's talk. What does that mean before we proceed? I want to check something. The position requires a high degree of flexibility and motivation. No response. All right, that's the position, because Bati umuntu ofunakalayo is somebody with a high degree of flexibility and motivation. What does that mean, guys? Anybody, any taker? Any wild guess? Yeah, what does that mean, guys? Awula, no one knows anyone who is flexible. Okay. What else? Thanks to Jumpofu. It means a plus degree. Spring. Need someone who is flexible in terms of time. Okay. Highly motivated and flexible. Mabusi demanding. Yeah. I think it means you need to be versatile and be able to do anything that is asked, and the individual must be highly motivated. Thank you. Simple nje. So all the answers are correct. Ngaphandle kuka-Sispring, go with the rest. Right, simple, guys. So don't be taken back to say, I mean, I don't qualify. Yes, it's all rounder. That's better, Sispring. So it means you know, you have to be an all-round. You have to be flexible to do any duty that you're asked to do. Definitely, they won't ask you to do duties that are beyond beyond your capabilities, if I can say. Yeah, you just need to be flexible. Don't say, I won't do this and what. They won't ask you to go and dig something, you know, they snow upon and then you have to go and clear the snow, and then they say, go and do that. They won't ask you to do that. Yeah? You understand? But when a client needs to, you know, when you need to when you need to go and, what can I say? A duty that you can ask to do, right? Okay, suppose there's spilled water. They might ask you, it's your flexibility to see if this water is left down here, you know, the patient is going to, or the service user or the patient is going to trip and fall and hurt themselves. So take a mop and clean up that mess. You can't wait for somebody or a cleaner to come and clean it up. Exactly. When they say there's night shift, you know, duty available, be ready to take it, because all these things will count when it comes to after that 6 months assessment, guys. Appraisal. When it's time for your appraisal, they'll look at these things. That's why you hear at times you failed your probation, or how you've been working. Were you flexible? Were you able to take up other shifts? Besides, now these are former shifts, you're not being called for mahala. You're going to be paid. They want cover. They want full cover. So when you're on probation, guys, be ready to take these roles. Take these duties that you're called in to come and do. Right? Yeah. So class in what was spring. Guys, don't mind her. Right. So you have to take up ama roles and allow whenever you ask. So that's the kind of person that they're asking for. Okay. So you need to be committed and be person-centered, citizen-based, and social model of support is required. That kind of a person, right? For AMA requirements, you have to be computer literate. A full clean driver's license is desirable. You need to have that. A track record of thinking, creativity, being person-centered and adaptable, good communication and interpersonal skills, excellent teamwork skills, and all that. So the applications are closing on the 18th, right? The applications are ending on the 18th, so take serious note of that. 18. Okay, so the skills that you need to be specific on, you have to have good communication skills. Be very flexible to take in. So these are the things. Take note, guys, even when you're doing your CV and you see such a job. My skills include these. I am highly flexible, auntie, with very good teamwork skills or whatever. I don't know how you'd write it. Yeah, I'm a very good communicator. You know, put it in bold. These are the things that I was talking about, because these are the skills that are required for this job. Lapha tips, guys. Yeah, for you to be highly considered for the job. Okay. Yeah, something that I want to share before I close the live. Something that's very, very important. Yeah. Okay. I hope I'll remember. Short. Okay. Right. let's move on. Let me see if I have another job to share. I think this one would be the last one. Okay, I've shared this one. So when you tell the company name is Copand. Okay, and then let's see that one. Don't worry if you're late, you'll catch it, Cynthia Manyaba. Don't worry, dear. You'll catch it. Right. I don't know if I shared this one, guys. Remind me if I didn't. If I'd shared it. Right. I'm a general workers. I think I shared the other one. There was a job like this, but I hadn't shared this one. Look at this. Mina, the jobs that I would share our island, and they wouldn't have specified they want people who are in Ireland. Okay. So general operative. Remember the 4 guys that I shared to you about? They were invited. They came near visa, right? They had a visa sponsorship. They were invited. I think they came sometime last year, late last year. Babuya, they were general operator, right? So that's the job there. The company will be called Impulse Recruitment. Impulse Recruitment. This was posted on 31st of March. Hope we're not too late. Yeah. Oh, when you guys, I missed those things. These links and share. I don't know how. Right. So look at this job. You are more like a general worker. Yeah. This is a full-time permanent position and an excellent position to gain a long-term interesting career. Okay. In Belmonte Island, right? Great packaging included with pension. Okay. The candidate will be trained to some extent. However, we're seeking a driven candidate with general operative experience who is also interested in learning on the job and to take under the manager's wing. Okay, we have under the manager. This role may suit someone who also has experience within stock taking and back stores. I'm a general workers and especially government general workers. So this is what you'll be asked to do. These are the jobs. These are the duties that you'll be required to do. Okay. So there is nothing that is written what you need to be within Ireland. So why not just take a screenshot of the job, and then that's your salary, 12 euro per hour, which could be raised to 12 euro 43, and then raised again after 3 months to 12 euro 93. That's a good rate. Yeah, there is bonus as well. Okay, company pension, on-site parking yahlupha velela. Shift yako 8-hour shift. Lapha e-island akula ma-hours, guys. Lapha work is always available for you. Okay. Uyasebenza Monday to Friday. Language, English preferred. Sonke siyasazi isikhiwa, we can talk. So the skills, you need to be a general worker, generative operative, then accurate picking and scanning of orders within stocks. Go pay lunch. That's all that you need to do. Fagi application yakho mntwana. Fagi application yakho mntwana. Okay. I think that's it for now. Unless that I missed. Let's see. I said 4 more. Do you still want me here, guys? I have 4 more. I have 4 more to share. Either 1 or 2 stars, guys. Lynn. Since I've been all this long. And tonight I'm going to work. I need to be sleeping now. Then I know, right? Just bless me with just 1 star or 2 stars, or even 3. Yeah, my love, my likes, I see them, but please kindly bless me with just the stars and bless me, guys. And if you need to just life story, issues in lifetime, just Bree shares a lot of interesting stories. You can also visit her page, yeah. Keeping Up with Mapri. Yeah, that's her page name. So yeah, and stars, guys, 1 or 2 or 3 stars, that would be enough. I have 4 opportunities to share. Or anyway, if we're tired, I guess we can take a break and then we'll continue tomorrow, because then I'm getting tired. Chiva, right? I don't want that. I don't want that. Not those ones. Right? So there are stars down there. When you check, there's something called stars. If you press that button, it's going to tell you on what to do. Just put them right. So kindly put them, please. Tessa, can you stop that with immediate effect? Guys, confirm, do you still want me, or we can call it a day for now? Which one, Gertrude? What do you mean, Dali, so that I can respond? Do you still want me here, guys, or we can call it a day for now? And then Lamanya we'll share them tomorrow. We will share them tomorrow. I think I'm tired as well. I hardly, stay on live for this long. Yeah. I'll be lost. All right, guys, I think, no, Lindana, I haven't seen them, Dali. I haven't seen them. I don't know what happened. I haven't seen them. Thank you, though, but Hayanga one. They should just appear there and there. Yeah, you can rest since you're going for night shift. We appreciate us back on our Sasa Dilan. Thanks, Ntombenhle. That's all right. Thank you so much, Lindani. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate you and love you so much. Yeah. Thank you so much. I love you so much, guys. Tanda Tandi. So what I can say to you guys, those who want to buy the COSs, it's at your own risk. But one thing that I've noticed is when you buy a COS, guys, the person that you'd have bought the COS from will certainly take you for granted. I haven't seen them, Sispri. I haven't seen them. Will take you for granted in the sense that you will not say anything to them. If there's anything that doesn't go so well with you, you will not have the rights. Your rights are taken away the moment you diza, the moment you tenga into ongamelanga ukuthi uyithenge. So when you decide to buy a COS, know that your rights have been taken away from you. Right? Okay? But for those clever ones, no, guys, when you come here, whether you bought the COS or what, because you would have both done into illegal. So when you want to say out a point, yeah, when you want to say out something to them or you've been ill-treated somehow, you are allowed to say it, guys. When your contract was saying you have to be working 39 hours a week and then you are given 10 hours in a week, you have the right to say it, guys. Thank you so much, Sis Free. I love you so much. Thank you. I've seen them. I have seen them. Oh my God. Spusiso has sent 99 stars. Hi, guys. Hi. Thank you so much, Spu. I greatly appreciate you guys. I appreciate everybody for their loves and likes. I love you so much, guys. I love you. Let me stress this point. So, guys, I've had situations where, people have been left stranded, but they can't voice out because they know they paid so much and things were not done accordingly, like the right way. So they feel they don't have rights, they can't say anything, So it maybe consider that whatever you decide to do, right? If you decide you want to go the easiest and fastest route, just consider Uguti, you still carry your rights, guys. If things are not being done accordingly from the way from your agreement, contract, it has to be exactly what you agreed on. Definitely, Sispri, definitely. So, you know, it has to, honestly, you have to hold up your rights. Everybody has a right. Whether you have a right. So don't feel obliged, or don't feel, you know, I can't say anything. My mouth has to be kept zipped and all that. No, guys, speak out. Let your grievances be heard. Because the moment you keep quiet, then employer, recruiter, sponsor, they are going to write on your head like la enkandala. Yeah, well, enkanda umuntu omdala. Iyawa sibili wodlo inkanda khonapho kumbe siyibone sidikiza khonapho ngumuntu omdala, because you've decided to keep quiet, you know, ukufela ngaphakathi usesaba ukuthi maybe kuzangixotsha kumbe what lapha akuxotshana nzima. But I've heard people who are just dismissed like that nje, you know. Lo helper endlini yakho, you wouldn't just dismiss them just like that, guys. So don't be lingavumi ukusetshenziswa that way. You want their money, they want your service. It's a tit for tat situation. I just thought I should empower you guys. When you come and work, right, you have the rights. But at the same time, when you know your rights, guys, you should also know your work. Ungamisi khanda uzijethi mina I know my rights, but then umsebenzi wakho ungawazi. You can easily be, you know, be dismissed, because you are more like a threat to the employer. You are more like a threat to the company. Knowing your rights becomes a threat to the company. You know that, because anything wrong that they do to you, they know what you're going to stand up tall and say, no, this is not what we agreed on. But you also have to know your work. Be initiative. Be a team player. Be a hard worker. Let your clients love working with you. Let your clients love being, you know, having you around them. That way, your case, you know, has an advantage on everybody. Has an advantage on you. There is no way they can dismiss you, because everybody, your team members want you around them. So it will only just be the manager and the employer who would have something against you, because when you know your rights. So know your rights and be a hard worker. Know your job. Amanga lapha, guys, ancedi. Isitsotsi lapha kasincedi. So make sure you're doing your things right, you know, according to the book. I understand we do have mistakes here and there, but every day, I mean, I always say, before you go to work, pray. Guide me. Yeah, I'm just human. I'm bound to make mistakes, but make sure you're doing your things the right way. I think that's all I can say, guys, before I close the live. If anybody wants to say something, maybe for the next 2-3 minutes, you can press the 8 button, say something before I bid you farewell. Guys, that's why I do this. And thank you so much for the loves and likes. Thank you so much for the stars. I'm a star senders. Nyalithanda kakhulu. Lidlalele khatshana lo mlilo. Yeah, mina bathi bazangixoshela ukuhleka ngebreak. It's free. Akuhleka bayahlanya. Umuntu kumele ahleke. Until your break time. Yeah. Say anything if you want to say anything, guys. This free, come through and just say something to, you know, to us, young big sister who's been here for quite a long time. Please come through if you don't mind. Come through. She's one of our big sisters who's been here for a long time. Yeah. Sister, I have a question. ETB, is it a requirement? Where, Chivaraizo? Where is it a requirement? Just specify a bit on your question. Oh, okay. That's all right, sis. That's okay. Akusebenze khonapho. Akusebenze. Amandla lami ngizoyixoshela ngihlala nginyeneme. Phela you can only nyenamela something that's, you know, that's the awungeke uphonge unyenamela lento engahlekisi. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, somebody asked something about TP. I just want you to specify on where exactly. Is it a requirement? Where, Dali? Please. Okay, no. In Ireland, it's not. In Ireland, it's not. Dear. Without a TB test, they don't require it anyway. But what they require is your vaccination immunization schedule. Yeah, your child health immunization schedule. Child health, not away COVID. COVID, they definitely need it. But child health immunization, they need those records. Yeah, that's where the BCGs come in. They want to see that you've been vaccinated against the, the TB and, the measles, the what, and everything. Yeah. So that's it. I hope I've answered you. Have I? Okay. All right, then. I think it was lovely having you all guys here, and I hope you gained something. The whole aim is for you to be empowered and, make your journey to the diaspora a bit smooth. I know it might not be smooth like throughout, but there will be ups and downs. But where I can try and make your journey smooth, I'll certainly try and help. So that's all I do, guys. Continue showing me the love so that I'm inspired, so that I'm motivated to keep coming through. Oh yes, it is the child baby card. It is the child baby card, Chivaraizo. Otherwise, that's it, guys. Yeah, I've just answered her. I hope you answered Chivaraizo. Thanks, Cynthia, for that follow-up question. Yes, your personal baby card. Yes, Cynthia. Just try and look for it from the, archives or wherever. They need it in most jobs. Right. So guys, let's just keep on the lookout. If you're not following us, just make sure you put a notification to the, to the page, so that every time when I come through, you're not late. You make sure you are right on time and you grab as much information as you can. And Cynthia, imagine, I had to look for mine. I didn't even know where it was, but I had to look for it. But then if you can't find it, you go to where you were born, then they can make a duplicate for you. They sign it. Right. Grace is saying, last question. Have you come across some sevens where retail sales, which jewelry industry? I only found that job. I saw that job go cruise ship, Grace. I've seen those jobs go cruise ships, and you are more at a higher advantage with that experience, Grace. Yeah, cruise ships, they're waiting for you with that experience, Grace. Please do consider that route. Do certainly consider that route. Cruise ship is still taken, guys, but where you have to go through EUSA, you are not going to be taken. But cruise lines actually where you don't have to go through. If you go to the USA, you won't disembark. So opportunities are still there, guys. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I hope I've answered you there, Grace. Try and confirm if you've been answered. I hope I've answered you. If not, yes, Melody. Thank you for answering her. Grace had the last question. I hope I answered you, Grace. I hope I answered you. Lapa, like, island, I haven't seen those jobs, really. I haven't seen those jobs. What's happening with the USA and cruises? They don't want people to enter. Yes, they do not want. I was talking to my brother, Utaban. So I don't know. He's not in a good state now to come and explain to us the current situation. It's easier a situation when he's on the ground. Yeah, because I want him to explain really in the cruise ship what's the current situation, because it's really not clear. But when I confirmed with him, are they still recruiting? What definitely they are. But now, for a cruise line, from USA, where you have to gather from China, USA, your ship, your trips from the USA. Lapo they don't recruit. Great. Thank you. Grace and Charlie, there she is. Wow, that's so lovely. If they responded, please, Grace, please, I'm a feedback. Just come through with the feedback, and then, yeah, where I have to help, and then we'll help each other, definitely. Yeah, we'll help each other, definitely. Great. But Lapa, I haven't heard of those opportunities, to be honest with you. My likes of Grace, one of our girls. We just keep our fingers crossed. We pray. Those who are prayerful, guys, let's pray. Everything, and all that. Yeah. Yeah. Otherwise, I think guys. I think we've started on a good note. The new week is coming ahead of us, and certainly good things are coming our way. We won't stop applying, guys. We won't stop applying. We'll keep applying till we get our responses. Without responses, we won't stop. That's the attitude. We certainly have to get responses. No two ways about it. Yeah. No two ways about it, guys. Okay. Fana, my love, my likes as I go, as your girl goes away. I might see you tomorrow, either tomorrow or the day after Angwas. Yeah, you know my trends, guys. It's neither here nor there. They want me to update my CV and reference. I've sent everything, sis. Thank you so much. That's all right, sis. That's all right, Grace. So kindly do that. Make sure everything's in order and pray, Grace. If you've never been that prayerful, this is the time when you need to pray harder. This is the time when you really need to pray. Tina lapha kasikwazi, there is no way singakuloya khona. Tina, all we can do is just to say all the best. Yeah, may God bless you. Ukukuloya vele never. And if ever there's anybody who will be thinking, manje uzakhawula Grace, not over, umntaka Jehovah. So for South Africans, bayavumela na. Bavumelani, Cynthia? Okay, kuma cruises. Yes, bayavumela, but remember what we said. When you're going to the US, awusiya e-US, yikho lapho kule problem. But ama cruise lines la ahamba different places, not only the US. So yikho kuthiwa lokhe beqhatsha. I'll definitely keep in touch. I have prayed since I was in the mountains. Great, great, great. Definitely. All the best, darling. All the best, Cynthia. Grace, all the best. So Cynthia, I was saying, yes, they do take, but they'll try when you're applying for our cruise lines that are not going via USA. All right, guys, I think I've spoken enough. That's why I do this. Fakelana my love, my likes and hamba, and I'm puming on my jaiva. Leli lizalila mali, oh alila mali. I'm a guest that we're supposed to come through. Omunye couldn't come through. Lomunye lawo. Omunye to be father ama request, but bengambon. So I don't know what was happening. They wanted to come and talk about their businesses, guys. Abantu bagiti, they want to tell us about our businesses. You never know. Omunye ule function in there. That's just going to be happening soon. So there's nothing wrong with advertising your business. Yeah, advertise your business. Yako abantu beku support, yeah, like I do. Mina, a lot of people have supported me in my forever product business. So why not support each other as a community? So anyway, ababuyanga. That's it. Bye guys. I love you so much. I love you. I love you. I love you. Keep well and keep praying. All the best in the coming week. Guys. It is a bye for now. Love Mama Driver. It is a bye for now, guys. Yeah.
With Remitly, I can send money abroad.
All right, bye.
Download the Remitly app today.
I'm sorry, I thought maybe I'll be seeing questions coming through, but I'm just seeing the love of Upela. Thank you so much, guys. Yeah.
Yes, I will.
Untombenhle Ntsheng Khumalo uthi sicela ukukubona sifake i-uniform going to work. Ngifuna ukubona ukuthi ligqoka njani amanesi e-island. Nothing very, special here. Bazakutshela abanye, we don't wear anything fancy like we would do ekhaya. Ekhaya sasitshena guys. Ekhaya sasitshaya uqwaba chala. Chaye, jewelry yami. That's how crazy it was. Chaye jewelry yami, chaye skirt sami. I was putting on a white uniform. Nganga so chef mina lapha ekhaya. I didn't want responsibilities because I'm going to get my chai skirt some lapanesi white with the slick some men ears inform yamen shepayo so put on my lovely but lapa it's just pants in jam. I usually put on my check bottom sen nje my either my sweater nyabe mfake phakathi uniform because it's cold. That's when I remove and put on a full kit. Yeah, but I work with kids mina so my uniform is scrap some labantwana it's a scrap and just labantwana. Nothing fancy really. I would go get my trainers, my tennis. Yeah, just put on my tennis and make sure you're warm enough. So nothing really fancy. Yeah, nothing fancy really. So okay, uniform vele lapha. I cause I've always said to one thing that I miss is chain and uniform yami because that's what I used to do back home. Those who know me, they knew what chain up in uniform. Yeah, if there are those who really recall or know me from way back home, they would know how I dress up. But here, nothing fancy really, nothing fancy. And lapa, it's not mandatory like wouldn't go uniform unless when I'm going to work somewhere else or in a hospital. Yeah, lapa I can just put on anything that I'm comfortable in. Yeah, anything that I'm comfortable in. Guys, they don't wear proper uniforms. I will a uniform lapa, very uniform about karategis. Yeah, jacket green, yellow, orange, pink. That's how disorganized it is. Yeah, that's one thing that I noticed. So I hope I've answered you, Ntombenhle. I hope I've answered you there. Okay. Chivarito is saying, why is early childhood education? Are there chances of working with kids or shifting to something that has to do with kids? Yeah, we have seven creche, Emma creche, yes. But then now I haven't seen much jobs that are being advertised for a creche. Yeah, but when you come here, you're able to work with abantwana. You can work in a creche. Yeah.
All right, guys, so that's it. Bye bye. I love you, love you, love you, love you. Bye bye, guys.